shine. Nothing shines brighter than gold. Gold medals, gold coins, gold titles. There were co-champions, there were ghosts, and there were scramble rules. And now the gold lies in the hands of Defend the Fallen in what has become the largest tag team finale match of all time. So, with a prime opportunity to shine, whose star will burn bright? Which team will remain forever radiant? And who will win the Danganronpa Hunger Games Tag Team Championships? Brute Force, Broken Braids, Corrupted Elders, Mother May I, Deep Fried Chicken, Dancing Queens, Voice of the Voiceless, Legwork, House Husbands, Defend the Fallen, Prison Break, Unhealthy Obsessions, No, Ultimate Besties, Accident Prone, Nothing to Report, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Which team will shine brightest today? New year, finishing off some old business. Good day, good people. It is another fine day in the year of the radiance, basking in the glow. Your United States Avery with Tulin, Dave, Anomaly, the Anomaly Cars, Bravo's even here. A star who shone or shined brightly the fight before Christmas. But today, there's a different fight going on, and it's for the tag team titles in the Danganronpa Hunger Games. Live chat, how are you doing? It's the first Thursday in the year of the radiance. Are you burning brighter? Is this year starting to burn brightly for you? And if it's not, you got like 12 more months to go, 11 months and 3 weeks. It's all good. You're gonna be okay. It's just the start. Sometimes things might start great, might start bad, and they'll turn themselves around. That being said, we got all these teams who nobody has won a game this year. But someone's gonna start off the year right. Without further ado, one more time, let's introduce everyone who's here. For Mana, Brute Force, Sakura, and Tenko. For Shinha, Kyoko, and the Raiden Shogun, Broken Braids, they were co-champions at the start of the season. Corrupted Elders, Tengen, and Gashu. For Cell, Sajima, Mother May I, Hiroko, and Kawakami. For Boss, who has a title match coming up in the first ever Friday Night Inferno tomorrow. Deep Fried Chicken is here with Teru Teru and La Senora. Dancing Queens. For Iris has Crazy Yoko and Olivia trying to win the titles. Voice of the Voiceless, we have Angie and Tiki. Legwork for Yuta. And Yuta sent these two in knowing that when it comes to tag team action, his tag team partners do the work for him. Yui and Akane looking to become two-time tag team champions today. House Husbands. For Toma, Kai and Pennyworth, and this is an interesting team because they won a match where the titles were on the line. However, it was scramble rules, so the House Husbands did not walk out with the titles. If they did, every member of the squad would have a title reign, or would have had a title reign right now. However, Defend the Fallen are the ones who hold on to the titles. Kaito, who won it for them, is sitting back as Fuiko and Taka defended, not just the Fallen, they defended the titles today. Prison Break, Alice and Ryoma for Pewter. trying to not break out of prison but break in the new year with some new titles around their waist. Unhealthy obsessions. Corey's in this house with Kanan. Tharja won for their team the first ever and the only ever zombie victory. And now, a classic combination of Corey and Kanan try and get the job done, put their differences aside, and win this thing. AV, nope, still not acknowledging them. Ultimate, and you know what? I'll say it here and I'll say it once, and I'll say it again. For me to acknowledge them, they're gonna have to win this match. That's all it is. Ultimate Bestie see Sato and Komaru accident prone. For Sumiya, see Mikan and Felicia. From the secret episode Nothing to Report, for Mr. H we got Chisa and the Gatekeeper. And by the numbers battle saw Gin win for Fischl, and with him today Samugi, the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And so I ask you, just who do you got? We got all these teams. We got, what, 14 teams. We got 28 competitors, but only one or two or none will walk out with the titles today. Who's it gonna be? Live chat and make those calls first, second, third. Comments if you're there. Go and make them there if you want to. I'm gonna make mine right here. Yeah, I'll make them right now. Give me. Who do I think is gonna start off 2023 with the first win of the year? Last year was Himiko, and it was Year of the Mage. Himiko could walk out with the title tomorrow. That is something that could happen, but she can't walk out with the title today. I think it's gonna be the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I think Gin might pop off again. And it's gonna be a whole show when he does. Give me Gin for first. Give me for second Dancing Queens. I feel like Olivia, for some odd reason, is gonna pop off today as well. She's been quiet, her team made it, and I think today she's gonna be like, oh, it's my time to shine. She's about to be unhinged. And for third, I gotta take Tiki of the Voice, the Voiceless. I don't love Angie, but I love the combination and the name of the Voice and the Voiceless. And we love Tiki out here. So lo and behold, I'm gonna take Tiki for third. Those are my picks. I know that you all have made yours, and without further ado, I think there's one more thing that we must do for the first time in 2023. In this new year, we must. Oh goodness gracious, it's Asnir's 16th child, Dorothy. Dorothy, I guess, you know what? You're a well-behaved one. We'll roll Dorothy might be 16th, but I don't know how numbers work in Asnir's dimension. He says that Dorothy's the oldest. I don't know. Oldest child privileges. Go ahead, we'll toss it once. We'll toss it twice, and I'm sorry? They grow up so fast, but Dorothy? You kind of look like Goldie. That takes me back. It's good. They really do grow up so fast, like, yeah, I hope they all don't do that. I don't got space for that. But for the first time in 2023, it is the grandest of them all. It's our max. It's not our max, but it's the spiciest of them. For this tag team championship match, we resimulate not one time, not two times, not three times, and gosh darn it, not even four times. But as we zoom in a little bit, do a little shimmy, do a little dance, one last time, for the spiciest of all, RNG. We resimulate 5 times. And the following matchup is tag team title action. And it is for Defend the Fallens, Danganronpa Hunger Games tag team titles. And that match begins as we proceed. Let's do it. 14 teams, one will prevail as we go on and see that the tributes are standing on their podiums, the horns they are sounding, and the tributes and the horns and the horn bearers for the first time in 2023. Would you please do it for me, do it for them. Sound the horns. Thank you, Hornbearers. Thank you as always. But today, we still got the whole game to get through. As I see, we are already losing a couple of people, and it's not going to be a good time for a couple of people's picks. As Yui makes a suicide pact with Komaru, Tengen, and Chisa. Once the others are dead, Yui pretends that she was not involved. She's a heel, she's a villain. As Kori and Akane fight for a bag, Akane gives up and retreats. Kawakami comes to the arena to capture a dangerous killer that has escaped from an insane asylum. Pennyworth runs away from the cornucopia. Sakura shoots again, but it misses and kills the Raiden Shogun instead. Crazy Yoko runs away from the cornucopia. Olivia comes out of solitary confinement to compete today. Who was keeping her there? Sato is unable to convince Alice not to kill her, and I think that's the ultimate besties out immediately. Kyoko kills La Senora with her own weapon. Ryoma rides in the arena on a unicorn. Terra runs away from the cornucopia. Felicia grabs as many weapons as possible in case one was rolled today. Well, Dorothy was rolled today, and Dorothy's big now. She grown up. She grown. Mama runs away from the cornucopia. Tiki grabs a backpack and gets out of there. Gatekeeper kills Mikan for her supplies, but we gotta protect our Mikans. What are y'all doing? Protect them! I should have picked her. Kai runs away from the cornucopia, as does Tenko and Taka. Fuiko, however, falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Do I have my... Yeah, I do. I was looking for my new champ alert, but it ain't over yet. Taka, he wants to do what seems... It's not the impossible, but it's gonna be tough now that it's just him. Tsumugi and Scaramouche immediately become friends. Yeah, that sounds about right. Gashu smashes Angie's face across the face with a brick, rather. She shrugs off the blow. Saihei also came out of solitary confinement to compete today. Y'all, I thought we finally had her. I thought we finally locked her away. Who let her free? Kanon grabs a honey glazed ham, because it's always the season for a honey glazed ham. We are going to day one. As Felicia and Kyoko enter a rebuttal showdown. Felicia's probably gonna lose. Scaramouche severely injures Tiki but puts her out of her misery. No. Tiki, no. Kori, Olivia, and Akane receive report cards evaluating their performance this game. Kori gets an A, Olivia gets a C, and Akane gets a big fat F. Yui plays a patty cake with Alice. I just see a bunch of people in an event, I just suddenly panic. Kawakami buys AV merchandise from AV's Wares and despairs. Teru, Tsumugi, and Saika hold an intervention for my darts addiction. I don't even show up, although darts are very fun. I mean, I guess in every game so far that's had darts, I've spent a lot of time on darts. Look, Crazy Yoko sleeps the entire day away from everyone else. Taka, Gin, Angie, and the Gatekeeper raid Kai's camp while he's hunting. Kanon catches the despair disease and starts posing. Dramatically, Sakura is ready for the fight before Christmas. You were ready for the fight before Christmas. She wants to run it back. I'll think about that. Pennyworth chases Gashu around with a mace. Mom asks for Ryoma's axolotl. Ryoma actually just happily shows her an axolotl in a bucket. Where'd you get that, my guy? And Tinko's unknown sponsor is Raid Shadow Legends. As we proceed, unless there's an arena event, we lost just 9? Yeah, I guess that's right. We did lose 9. It felt like less than 9, but dang, I guess we already lost 9. No arena event, and we lost 9 already. That's kind of crazy. And it's more importantly the saddest of all moments for Komaru, Tengen, Chisa, the Raiden Shogun, Sato, La Senora, Mikan, Fuyuhiko, Tiki. I think only Ultimate Besties are completely out, correct? Yes, every other team still has a chance. That chance lies in certain characters' hands. Brute Force completely in. They could walk out again as tag team champions. They could walk out again as tag team champions. And that would be something to note. That would be something to report. Broken Braid still have Kyoko. Corrupted Elders have Gashu. Mother May Eyes completely in. Deep Fried Chicken style is Teru. Dancing Queens completely in. Voice of the Voices style is Angie. Legworks completely in. House Husbands are as well. Defend the Fallen style is Taka. Prison Break, Unhealthy Obsessions, and nope, are still in. Accident Prone style is Felicia. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe still completely in, nothing to report, is lying, or rather relying, on the Gatekeeper. Will there be something to report? Will that something to report be the tag team titles? We gotta proceed to find out. Who is gonna win this one? Who's walking out? Tag team champs, let's proceed and get one step closer. Kanan finds a secret stash of pancakes that I hypothetically hinted at. Tsumugi finds a sleeping Crazy Yoko on the ground before raising her hand to the skies, waving it right in front of her face, dusting off her shoulder, falling and punching Crazy Yoko right in the face. I gotta give somebody the 5-knuckle shuffle. I really do. And in the AWE, Pennyworth tries to enter the secret underground casino located in the arena, but gets turned away by the bouncer Gashu. Somehow steals every item in Ryoma's camp without being noticed. Olivia threatens Angie in fluent Japanese. Kyoko edits the description of this video. Tinko submits an application to join the squad. Corey helps mail the application to me. Gatekeeper burns down Avi's wares and despairs. He swears it was an accident. But Sakura says that she saw him do it deliberately. But I believe the Gatekeeper because he said nothing to report, so I mean, I gotta let him go. He said there was nothing to report. He didn't do nothing. He's innocent. You better believe. Kawakami sets a few more traps before going to sleep for the night. Again, Yui and Teru perform a fatally glorious air combo on Akane. Yui, that's your partner. What are you... I know what she's doing. Scaramouche, dressed up as Alice, breaks out in Cosbox. Alice laughs. Sayaka was tied up and gagged to a chair with Momo, giving her the worst torture imaginable, watching Marmaduke 2022 on loop. Just wait until Marmaduke 2023. Kai challenges Felicia to a dance-off. Felicia absolutely dominates. She's got the schmoves. She's actually just falling around, but it looked pretty dope. And Taka starts a fire as we go to day 2. Gatekeeper taints Tsumugi's food, killing her, and now I believe it is up to Gin for their team, Scaramouche. Sets up an ice cream shack. Nobody comes. Taka spends the whole day around walking in shoes made of Legos. He's truly transcended beyond humanity. Kyoko does a sick kickflip but fails the landing, falls flat on her face. Olivia hangs up mistletoe in the arena. Angie throws a knife into Kai's head. Corey, Gashu, Sakura, and Alice play cards. Gin exclaims, "Not the Komodos!" for every reason, in particular, Tinko finds a violin but begins to play it horribly, much to Kawakami's frustration. Yui! You want to be sour? Well, don't you dare. Clap for your world famous and still technically tag team champions and feel the power. Defend the fallen. Yes, it is. Still, technically, but for how much longer? We'll have to wait and see. Crazy Yoko plants flowers around her campsite. Mama pile drives Kanan into the rampaging flames of their campfire, sacrificing her to the fire god. Oh. Well, she's gone. Pennyworth seems to be dead, but it's alive for a moment. Felicia thought she saw Junko and Omama. Obviously, she was just seeing things, right? That doesn't exist. Ryoma plants flowers around his campsite, and Teru does a sick kickflip. Sick. 5 more gone. Are we at... No, we're not. We're not. I was like, are we close to saving Grace picks? We're getting a little bit close. I think we are at half of the field gone, so we have 14 more remaining. And after the saddest of all moments for Akane, Sayaka, Tsumugi, Kai, Kanan. I don't think any of those teams are completely out yet. No, I think it is still just the Ultimate Besties that are completely out. Everyone else still has hope, but just barely. And for how long? Brute Force, completely in. Broken Braids, Kyoko. Corrupted Elders, Gashu. Mother May Eyes, completely in. Deep Fried Chicken, Teru. He might just do it again. Dancing Queens, completely in. Angie for the voice of the voiceless, legwork, Yui. House Husband stuff, Pennyworth, who could be the last one to bring home a title to the squad. Defend the Fallen Stars, Taka trying to retain their titles. Prison Break, completely in. Unhealthy Obsession stuff, Corey. Avi's Beef House, I acknowledge their name. I hope that's not a bad omen. I'm just not gonna say his name then. Accident Prone Stars, Felicia. Nothing to report has the Gatekeeper, and Gin for the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And which team is walking out of here as tag team champions? I don't know. Taka's still holding strong, holding that title, wants to win this whole shebang. Can he do it? Let's find out as we proceed. Teru convinces at the start of night 2 for Gatekeeper to snuggle with him, and it's adorable. Olivia sings Pennyworth a lullaby, and goodnight. Sakura grabs Kokichi by the throat, he's dead. Corey dyes his hair purple. A deep purple I still feel like wouldn't really work, but it wouldn't be the worst. Angie hesitates to, you know what, it might work. If it's like a really like deep purple that's almost black, I think that might work for him. Angie hesitates to kill Yui, so Yui blows themselves up with a grenade. Hey Yuta, you need to talk to your teammates. Yui took out the entire team. She took out herself, and she took out Akane. Ryoma delivers an intense motivational speech to Felicia and Alice, inspiring them to give their all this game. Scaramouche does the same thing to Crazy Yoko and Tinko. Who would have thunk? Kyoko pushes Mama off a cliff during a knife fight. How could you? Gin challenges me in Battleship? I'm gonna sing Gin's Battleship, but we had a good time. Every day, Kawakami imagines a future where she could be with Gashu. Now, eventually she's gonna also get the thing, and she's gonna say just Kawakami. And then she's gonna be a meme. Taka charges his ultimate move as we proceed to day 3. Angie sees a completely pale Taka. Watch the shore. Unmoving revives him with CPR, saying, "You're not losing the title that easily," but also doesn't stop when he regains consciousness. Kyoto has been doing a lot of skateboarding tricks, amuses Gashi with them. Teruteru's unknown sponsor is Sayaka. I don't like that at all. Kawakami receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Gin reminisces about the year of the ascent. Sakura finds Shuichi's hat and puts it on. Corey puts all of his faith into Atua. Olivia and Ryoma build a shelter. Both of them have conflicting ideas on the interior design. Gatekeeper. I don't know if we lost anybody. Felicia and Tinko receive report cards evaluating their performance this game other than Yui. Gatekeeper gets an A, Felicia gets a C, Tinko gets a big fat F. Scaramouche is working at AV's Wares and Despairs. I don't like it. Crazy Yoko and Pennyworth think, hey, let's score free food off him, and when he does that, I fire him. Brilliant, good job, you two. Alice is theorizing how best to counter my jinx. Did we just lose the one, or is there no, we lost 2. Right, Mama got pushed off of the cliff. You hate to see that. In fact, it's the saddest of all moments. 4. Yui. Mom. Legwork is out, but Mother May I still has Kawakami. Keep that in mind as we say everybody's statuses. We are down to 12? Just a dozen, right? No, we have 18. Was I tripping? I must have been tripping. I was super tripping. Huh. We got 18 whole people left. I was like, it's more than I think we have left. Regardless, we got a whole bunch of people left. Oh, I'm out here thinking like, oh yeah, we only had 10 teams qualify. That's not true. We had doubles on like 3 games, which is why we have way more people than I think we have. That's funny. But you know what else is funny? We still got 8 more until your saving grace picks. We have 8 more until your saving grace picks. I was out here thinking like, yeah, we got 28 competitors. We have way more than 28 competitors. And 8 more are gonna perish, and it's not gonna be a fun time. Watch this. As we proceed, you're about to see one of the most devastating days in the Hunger Games history for a game this size. Am I right or am I right? I'm wrong. Kyoko tucks Sakura in bed and gives her a goodnight kiss. Gin walks to a portal and turns it on. His molecules get all rearranged. He's Gin Phantom Corey. Sets up a rival store for AV's Wares and Despairs. Teruteru gets a few more traps before returning to camp for the night. Gashu, Tinko, Ryoma ambush Scaramouche, but is able to defend them all off using only a broomstick. Angie gets mad because Alice tells Felicia to count how many sand particles are in the desert. Why is there even a desert in the arena? And you know she's gonna count. Crazy Yoko has no more motivation. Pennyworth gets mad at Olivia when Olivia tells Taka to do so. What? Why are y'all just... The 6 of them are just standing outside of this desert saying, hey, count it up. Gatekeeper and Kawakami become best friends after bonding over their shared love of 17th century sea shanties. You know what? Yeah, I really ship it. We'll proceed one more again. We're at day 4 and Scaramouche puts cat ears on Angie. She's very embarrassed about this. Pennyworth offers to sell his friendship to Kawakami. Teruteru sets up an ice cream shack. Nobody comes. Sakura thinks it's too dang hot. Tinko somehow manages... No, Tinko! Kawakami was supposed to do this. Manages to delete Ryoma, Gin, and Alice from existence while just saying, just Tinko. Gashu is full of it, you may ask what it is. It's death, it means gone. Taka rests in a fruit tree. Gatekeeper and Kyoko look for more people to become friends with. Olivia encounters a fruit bat, who immediately takes a liking to her and joins her side. Felicia's making Corey angry. Felicia's not gonna like Corey when he's angry. Especially if he thinks that you're a good friend for his sister, Crazy Yoko, who wants a nickname similar to sharpshooting steel-minded big sister Sarah. You got Crazy Yoko, I think that's still pretty good. Now we're actually at 14. Now we're truly at 14. And in your final 14, it's still the saddest of all moments. 4. Ryoma, Gin, Alice, Gashi. Really bad day for your turn to die. And for Ryoma, but that's fine because he's a part of the entourage. We'll see everybody's status as one more Gin 14 remain. 2 members once again of Brute Force. Sakura and Tinko try and do it again. Kyoko from Broken Braids, Mother May I Still Ask Kawakami, Deep Fried Chicken with Teru Teru. He's been on a hot streak in singles action. Is he gonna try and do it in, I almost called it Deep Fried Chicken action, tag team action. Dancing Queens, both still in as well, do not count them out. Crazy Yoko saw Usami pick up another title. She was like, I'm gonna get the tag team titles again. What you gonna do when they come for you? Voice of the Voices still have Angie. House Husband still have Pennyworth trying to fulfill the prophecy. Taka remains. The new champ alert hasn't sounded. They could retain. Unhealthy Obsessions, Corey in the house. Felicia remains for accident prone. Nope. And nothing to report still has the Gatekeeper. And he's reporting plenty. But is he gonna report? The championship will be in his hands? We gon' find out momentarily. Shall we? I think we must. As we proceed one more Gin. We'll probably get the Feast. We'll probably be moving on to Saving Grace picks. I saw a bunch of people and I was like, are they dead? No. Angie, Kyoko, and Taka have a scrum area with the Gatekeeper, Corey, and Kawakami over what is better. Avi's Wares and Despairs, or Yoko's Items and Misfortunes. The answer is obvious. Teru Teru Pennyworth and Scaramouche cheerfully sing songs together. Yeah, I'd pay to hear Scaramouche cheerfully sing songs. Olivia gets a hold of my soundboard and plays the secret achievement music. God. Also, my headset is 100% about to die. Alright, shall we? We shall. As Felicia respects Tinko, doesn't love her, but she respects her. Thinking quickly, Sakura constructs a gun using only some string, a squirrel, and a gun. And Crazy Yoko is too cute for this world and ascends to a different plane of existence. And there she goes. Her team's not out yet because Olivia's still here, but no Feast. Oh, interesting. Felicia finds a secret stack of pancakes that I hypothetically hinted at. Tinko is pricked while thorns while picking berries. Kawakami receives fresh fruit from a mysterious man dressed as a wizard. Scaramouche offers his zealous friendship to Taka. Olivia, Teru Teru, Gatekeeper receive report cards evaluating their performance this game. Olivia, A. Teru Teru, C. Gatekeeper Big Fat F, no way! Angie asks for Kyoko's axolotl. Kyoko's confused. Corey plants some trees and Sakura offers to sell her friendship to Pennyworth. Did we? Just the one? That's what I thought. It's not time for Saving Grace picks. In fact, that was a really peaceful day. But still the saddest of all moments for Crazy Hiyoko. Well, in that case, we have 13 left. We don't really need to scroll through. But that does put us at a very interesting position. There's now only one team that's completely in, and that's Brute Force. Are they gonna do it again? Let's find out. 3 more until you're Saving Grace picks. Knowing Brain Steel, the Feast is probably gonna come up. We'll see what unfolds. Night 5 begins with Kawakami hopping into an inflatable cauldron to make jokes about how she's emergency food. She might have a problem. Scaramouche enters Pennyworth's mind. It was a pleasant trip. Teru Teru receives fresh fruit from a unknown sponsor. Still a mysterious sponsor too. Felicia grabs a dumbbell and starts working out. Buff Felicia, we love to see it. Kyoko and Angie exercise underneath the stars. Sakura's trap kills Olivia. Rest in peace. Corey challenges AV in Battleship. I'm gonna sink your battleship too, get out of here. Taka befriends a Komodo dragon wearing a small pair of aviator goggles. Hate that. Tinko catches the Gatekeeper with a giant box of comically placed banana peels. Where did you get those? He didn't even report them. We'll proceed, and there it is. The Feast. And as the cornucopia is replenished with food, weapons, and memoirs from the Tribute's family, Sakura decides she's not going. Tinko, Corey, and Kyoko get into a fight. Tinko triumphantly kills them both. Tinko and Sakura still surviving together. Gatekeeper decides not to go. Kawakami destroys Taka's memoirs out of spite. Scaramouche kills Pennyworth with his own weapon. You tried, Pennyworth, and I appreciate you. Angie challenges Felicia and Teru to an anything goes pancake eating competition. Angie murders the both of them as soon as the competition starts, earning entry after eating a single pancake into the, I'm sorry. My thing is, my notepad is literally buried under a massive stack of Pokemon cards. Oh, there we go. I'll put these Pokemon cards away over here somewhere. Please don't fall over, appreciate you. Here it is. Do I have a pen? Of course I do. When have I ever not had a pen? Y'all are tripping. Angie? Good luck to you. But that did very much minimize who is left. The feast cut us down tremendously, and we still have a day to get through. And that day can... consist of something even less. Angie says that she would do anything for Sakura. Sakura tells her to perish. Does Angie do it? I think she might have. Kawakami, Taka, and Tenko argue over what ingredients to buy from the arena supermarket. Avi's wears and despairs, and the Gatekeeper shoots an arrow into Scaramouche's head. Gatekeeper, you have my blessing. In fact, he's gonna be my pick. As we proceed, unless there's an arena event, there's not. We lost 8. And so after this final saddest of all moments in the, not the first, it'll be the first saving grace picks after this. Olivia, Corey, Kyoka, Pennyworth, Felicia, Teru, Angie, Scaramouche. It's looking so good for Brute Force to do it again. It's looking so good for them. They have a 40% chance of walking out as champions. In fact, I'll save all of that because you probably need some new saving grace picks because we made it all the way to the final 5, which means we're not going to hear Samurai Woman yet in 2023. But we will hear your saving grace picks. Brute Force remains Sakura and Tenko. About a year ago, not a year ago, I guess a whole season ago, they were gonna break up. They had been here for a while, they were one of the favorite teams, and then they won the titles. And then they won them again. Are they about to do it again? There's a very real possibility that they will. Start the season, end the season how they started the season. Yes, that's fine, that is correct. Sakura and Tenko want to do what's best and win the titles. Mother May I for Kawakami. We love Kawakami, and we love Mama, and we love Boss. A grand trio in their first season together. Could these moms, or mother-like figures, win this whole thing? Defend the fallen, your champions. I said we'll defend the fallen, defend the titles successfully. They have a 20% chance of doing so right now, and put in, via the secret episode, Nothing to Report, Gatekeeper, one of my original saving grace picks. I think. Maybe not. But he's about to be one now if he wasn't. Gatekeeper. Stand strong for Chisa and Mr. H. And so I ask you, who do you got? First, second, and third live chat. I know that you've made your picks. Comments, go ahead and make yours if you haven't. I'm gonna make mine Gatekeeper for first. Gatekeeper for first. Without a doubt, here's how it's gonna do. It's gonna go down like this. Mother May I's gonna get out, new champ alert's gonna happen, and it's gonna be Gatekeeper versus Brute Force, and Gatekeeper somehow, someway, gonna come out on top, outlast both Sakura and Tenko. So that's who I got as my final 3. I got Gatekeeper, Sakura, and Tenko, both members of Brute Force, taking third and second. Correct. Those are my picks. And I know you all have made yours, but it's your final 5, correct? Yes, unless there's somebody I didn't see. No, I did not. Which means we will not be hearing Samurai Woman today. But instead, these 5 competitors and these 4 teams all stand tall with the same determination, the same heartbeat. It was a samurai woman. But we're way past that point. We're in your final 5. And within your final 5, Sakura, Tenko, Kawakami, Taka, and the Gatekeeper are all caught in what we like to call in championship action a golden crisis of fate. Let's do it. Let's go ahead. Let's see how this all plays out. It is. Okay, we lost just one as Sakura attempts to climb a tree but falls to her death. She apparently is not great at climbing. Kawakami ain't afraid of no ghosts. Taka's actually fairly terrified by some ghosts. Tenko grabs Kokichi by the throat. Figures. And Gatekeeper finds a virus in the simulator and exterminates it. It is Kawakami, it is Taka, it is Tenko, and Gatekeeper. It is a fatal 4-way. Anything could happen between these 4 and Kawakami gets turned into a Fall Guys bean. I don't know if that's death. Taka pimp slaps the Gatekeeper off a cliff, and Tenko is theorizing how best to counter Avi's jinxing, knowing that I picked her for 3rd. What will unfold? Is Kawakami gone? She's not. We are now down to just 3. It is still brute force. It is Mother May I. And it's Defend the Fallen to retain the titles. And it is a terrible turnabout for Sakura, Gatekeeper. Now, if we're still jinxing in 2023, that means Tenko's doomed. But what will unfold between Kawakami, Tenko, and Taka? That much I still don't know, but we have to find out. It's still a crisis of fate. I have not played the new Camp Alert. There's been no siren, no flashing red lights. And there might not be. Because will Taka of Defend the Fallen defend the titles? Let's find out. Tenko, Kawakami, Taka. It could all end here, does it? It doesn't. Tenko loves all the... No, she doesn't. This is a lie. She loves Himiko more. I'm not even gonna read it. It is a whole lie. I knew what I was like. I'm not gonna... We're not gonna be blasting lies out here in 2023. This is just false. Kawakami, though, steals Taka's first kiss. We'll proceed again. And Asner is named one of her children after Taka. Or one of his children after Taka. Kawakami discovers the cave, and Tenko hopes that Avi doesn't jinx her. Well, I already did. Let's see what you make of it. Nobody perished, but we proceed again. And nope, we're still okay. Tenko and Kawakami steal weapons from Taka's camp while he's asleep. But Tenko says that she would do anything for Taka. Taka tells her to perish. It is a 1v1 Taka Kawakami successful title defense for Mother May I. And unless there's an event, it's a terrible turnabout. Is it? No. It's over. In the final moments, there's a flash sale down at Avi's wares and despairs as Taka says, I'm gonna be first, and cuts Kawakami in line. But Kawakami cuts Taka with a knife. Which means we've saved this all the way until the end. But Defend the Fallen could not successfully defend the titles. And therefore, it is a new champ alert. And that new champion, we see her right there. Congratulations to her after this terrible turnabout for Tenko, Taka. This is it. She only needed 1 KO to do it too. We'll see everybody's statuses one more time. This was a team that got in via possession as well, and they won the whole thing. Interestingly enough, 2 of their members will be fighting tomorrow in the first ever Friday Night Inferno. Man, Mother May I? Hold on, let's just get to it. Let's just get to it. Your winners. For her 2 companions. They got along, and heck, we love some mamas on this channel. And you know what? This feels real radiant to me because you're winners. And new tag team champions Hiroko, Boss, Kawakami, Mother May I. This truly is the year of the Radiance, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Oh, I'm here for it. Mother May I wins the titles. Man, I'm extremely pleased. From Boss losing her title, and she might be 2-title boss come tomorrow night because she's fighting Camilla for the championship. The AWE championship, rather. But during the Hunger Games, she's got championship gold as well. And I think that makes Boss a 2-time tag team champion. Alice in Wonderland won the titles last season. Yeah. Hiroko had a brief stint as singles champion about a year ago, I think. I think 2 years ago at this point, actually. So now she only needs the World Pancake Championship. And Kawakami's brand new to competition, and in her very first season at the end of it, she walks out as your new tag team champion. Mother May I took the win. Taka so close to defending those titles. 2nd place, Tinko 3rd. Gatekeeper 4th, Sakura 5th, Scaramouche 6th. I mean, they made it pretty far. For the first time, I'll say, you know what? Good on you, Scaramouche. I mean, I do mind Scaramouche. I don't mind the Wanderer. Angie 7th, Teruteru 8th, Felicia 9th, Pennyworth 10th, and rounding off your top 10, that's it, actually. That being said, your top 6 teams that go on to the premiere automatically will be the champions Mother May I, Defend the Fallen, Brute Force, Nothing to Report, Evie's Beef House, and Voice of the Voiceless. As your top 6 teams, we'll scroll down and view everybody else real slowly, real slow-like. From 1st all the way down to 34th, because that's how many people we actually had in this game. It was an absolutely glorious event. But without further ado, we gotta keep on keeping on. We'll proceed, and it started with Yui taking out. Yui did a whole bunch of betrayal this game, and then took herself out. I don't know what she was thinking. We usually say Yui makes the most of her opportunities. I don't know about this one. She was acting really out of character, I think. It all ended with Taka saying Tinko perish, and then Taka cutting Kawakami in line. And Kawakami saying, I'm gonna teach you some manners. Via death? That's one way to teach somebody. Probably not very effective, because they won't be able to, learn from it, but it is what it is. We'll proceed once again. There's your top 6 teams again. Mother May I, Defend the Fallen, Brute Force, Nothing to Report, Avie's Beef House, and the Voice of the Voiceless. Tinko had 5 KOs, Yui had 4, Angie had 3, Gatekeeper had 3 as well, so did Sakura. Hiroko had 2, Kyoko had 2, Scaramouche with 2, and Taka with 2. The rest had 1 or none, and that is the first Hunger Games of the new year 2023, the year of the Radiance. We're gonna burn brighter this year, and we'll go back to the reaping, and say that tomorrow is gonna be one heck of a day. We'll have singles championship action. We'll finally cap off season 12. We'll head a step closer to season 13 preseason next week. Will Usami successfully defend her title? I don't know. We gotta see. But more importantly, maybe not more importantly, of equal importance, the first ever AWE Friday Night Inferno. In the main event, I fight JFJ. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Tomorrow night, I put my leadership on the line inside Hell in a Cell against JFJ. Let me rephrase that one more time. Tomorrow night, I decimate, I destroy, and most importantly, defeat JFJ inside of Hell in a Cell. Because it's all about the squad. Always has been, always will be. At Friday Night Inferno, I will be the Radiant One. I will burn brighter. And you, JFJ, you'll be lying in ashes. Ashes, ashes. We all fall down. Toodaloo, Flight Crew. Thanks for watching.